Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, coming to you from the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island. And we're here because this is the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce's annual policy conference. And our next guest knows a little bit about policy and things that are going on. Dave Washburn, he is the head of the Michigan State University Research Foundation.
Yes,
and it's great to have you on here, by the way.
Thank you.
I think I'd rather be on a golf course, but this is good.
We should do that too.
Yeah, we should. You're absolutely right. Explain to everybody what the foundation is.
Yeah, quickly, it's a 54-year-old 501c3. It was started by Clifton Wharton. We sit outside the university, but we serve the university. Our primary goal is to help in things related to economic development. So we do lots of tech transfer and licensing, help startup companies get launched, and we incubate and accelerate companies.
So when you sit outside the university, I'm going to ask you about funding. You're probably at a stage where you're pretty close to self-funding.
We are self-funded and have been for years. Michigan State had a cancer drug back in the 80s, cisplatin and carboplatin, that saved millions of lives and generated hundreds of millions of royalties that sit in our foundation. And so there's actually two endowments at the university, the big one that donors give to, and then we have a little small one, and we operate from that endowment.
Well, this is the ROI that everybody looks for,
That's
right?
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Incredible story. This cancer drug has had so much impact over the last 50 years.
Yeah.
It's off patent now, so the royalties have stopped. But the drug is still used today for testicular cancer and ovarian cancer.
Well, and I'm guessing you've invested your money wisely.
We have. We've done a good job, and but we've also done some high risk investing. We have, taking ideas out of the university and putting them into the real world is a really messy business, and that's where we operate. Is sort of the end of a researcher's sort of discovery, and then turning that into a product or a service. That's a challenge. And
So you're way younger than I am. You won't remember this, but that's when tech transfer really came in.
yeah, that's right.
Is because who owns that?
Yeah, that's right.
And how do we get it to market? Because you had all these really brilliant people that had no idea how to sell what they built.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
That's right. Yeah, and I think one of the things that we've looked at, Michigan State has a huge research apparatus. We have hundreds and hundreds of inventions every year that get disclosed, and the question is, how do we get those out? And so that's where we work with the university to identify new intellectual property, protect it, create business plans around that. We created our own venture funds thanks to cisplatin. 10 years ago, there was no venture capital in Lansing, and so we created our own
In
fund.
Michigan.
Yeah, right.
In Michigan.
Yeah.
Truly.
And so today we have about 60 million under management in our operation. We've invested in 280 companies, created 2,500 new jobs, and those companies have raised, billions of outside venture capital.
Yeah.
We're the most active early stage investor in the state of Michigan.
You do a lot of other outreach stuff. So what kind of things are on your agenda?
We've really partnered with the state in the last few years. We won a program working with MEDC called Pitch Me. So Pitch Me is one of the largest business plan pitch competitions in the country.
Not a bad prize either.
Yeah, the prize is $1 million investment, and the quarterfinalists win $250,000 investment. So we've completed year one. We did it in the fall of 2025, and the finals were in Lansing in the spring of 26. And then this fall, the fall of 26, we're going to run it all over again. So we do 4 regional competitions, and then the winners of those 4 regionals compete for the finals. Kind of like the Final Four in basketball.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. That is and it really is. Do you get other people in the audience for these pitch competitions,
We
like
do,
venture
yeah.
capital funds?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we have a lot of funds that have come in. We bring a lot of folks from the state. The last time we did this, Governor Whitmer and President Guskowitz helped us announce the winner at our finals in Lansing. And so this fall we're going to do Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo. We're going to do Detroit and Marquette, and we're going to do defense and aerospace. We're going to do AI and software, advanced manufacturing, and then healthcare and life sciences. So those are the sectors, and those are the cities.
Wow, I mean that's awesome. You've also brought a much wider reach to this foundation, uh,
Yeah, I think that
beyond statewide.
Well, I think certainly adopting the land grant mindset of the
Yeah.
university, we serve across the state, just like Michigan State does,
Hmm.
and the state really liked what we were doing, and we've partnered with them, and we've partnered with Lansing and Detroit and Grand Rapids, lots of organizations in those places, because Michigan State has a footprint in all these places. So it's been really good to do.
You know, I want to tell you a quick story. Years ago, I'm in China going from Fuzhou to Sanming, and I'm on one of those old trains
Uh-huh.
where you can walk out and get air between the cars, and I look out and there's this flooded field, and in the middle of it is a sign that says, "This hybrid rice developed by Michigan State University."
Holy cow!
Unbelievable. In
Wow.
the middle of nowhere.
In the middle.
But it shows you the reach of Michigan State University. And in the beginnings, it was all through food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
gotta
right.
feed the world.
Yeah, food. I mean, a great ag school, the premier land grant university, the cisplatin drug. Um, and life sciences and health sciences are a big area for us. Obviously, there's a big partnership with Henry Ford Health, but also with Corwell and McLaren and lots of hospital systems around the state. We announced a fund, a new innovation fund, partnered with Michigan State University and us and Henry Ford Health. It's a $10 million fund that's going to look for new ideas and new innovations coming out of the Henry Ford MSU Research Partnership. So we're really excited. We'll probably make our first investment in June. It's going to be fabulous.
Well, Dave, it's always good to see you, my friend. Let's make sure the next time we see each other, it's at a tea.
That sounds great.
All right,
Thanks
buddy.
for having me.
Good to have you.
See
Good
ya.
to have you on.
Thanks.
Okay, we're going to be right back. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network, coming to you from the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island for the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce's annual